Most traders believe the hardest part of trading is learning how to enter a trade. The perfect setup. The perfect indicator. The perfect pattern. They believe once that puzzle is solved, everything else becomes simple. That belief is comforting. It creates the illusion that success is just one discovery away. But Marcus Vail learned something very different. He learned that the hardest part of trading isn't entering a trade. It's learning how to exist while you wait. In his early years, Marcus felt permanently behind. Behind other traders. Behind where he thought he should be in life. Behind an invisible clock that never stopped ticking. That pressure didn't motivate him. It distorted him. It shaped how he traded. He didn't trade patiently. He traded urgently. And urgency doesn't feel reckless in the moment. It feels responsible. It feels like effort. It feels like you're doing something. Marcus told himself that serious traders were always active. That if he wasn't in the market, he wasn't working. So he stayed involved. Watching every candle. Reacting to every fluctuation. Searching for reasons to justify entries. Without realizing it, the market became a mirror. Every unresolved fear he carried showed up on the chart. Fear of missing out. Fear of falling behind. Fear of being average. Those fears didn't shout. They whispered. They sounded like logic. Just one more trade. This one looks clean enough. I'll manage it tightly. Sometimes the trades worked. And that was the most dangerous outcome of all. Random wins rewarded behavior that should never have been rewarded. Marcus didn't feel reckless. He felt validated. And validation is dangerous because it convinces you that your worst instincts are actually intuition. He traded constantly, not because opportunity was abundant, but because discomfort was. Flat markets made him restless. Quiet sessions made him uneasy. He associated inactivity with failure. If nothing happened in the market, he felt like nothing was happening in his life. The market doesn't owe you stimulation. But Marcus expected it. And when the market didn't deliver, he forced it to. He lowered standards. He entered early. He convinced himself anticipation was skill. Looking back, Marcus realized something painful. He wasn't trading setups. He was trading emotion. And emotion always demands action, even when action is the wrong response. There was a particular morning Marcus remembers clearly. No news. No volatility. No structure. Just price drifting sideways. He sat staring at the screen, uncomfortable with the silence. Every minute felt longer than the last. His coffee went cold. His thoughts grew louder. He didn't want to miss something. He didn't want to waste the morning. So when price twitched in a way that looked vaguely familiar, he entered. There was no real edge. Just hope dressed as logic. The trade moved slightly in his favor, and he felt relief. Then it reversed. It chopped. By the time he exited, the loss was small. But the frustration was enormous. Not because of the money. Because he knew the truth. He never should have been in the trade at all. That pattern repeated itself. Losses that didn't hurt financially, but slowly destroyed self-trust. Some days Marcus followed rules. Other days he bent them. Sometimes he broke them completely. And the inconsistency made it impossible to evaluate anything. Was the strategy failing, or was he? That question haunted him. Most traders ask it too early. And asking it too early keeps them stuck. Marcus didn't blow accounts. He leaked them. Small mistakes. Repeated often. Justified every time. That's how most traders fail. Quietly. Eventually, Marcus noticed something unsettling. The days he traded the least were the days he felt the best. The days he forced trades were the days he replayed charts at night. That realization scared him. Because it suggested the problem wasn't knowledge. It was compulsion. Marcus wasn't addicted to trading. He was addicted to relief. Relief from waiting. Relief from uncertainty. Relief from boredom. Trading had become emotional regulation. And the market is not designed to regulate your emotions. That understanding didn't fix anything immediately. But it planted a seed. Marcus began experimenting. Not with strategy. With restraint. He told himself he didn't need to trade every day. That sentence felt almost rebellious. Like giving up. The first few sessions were uncomfortable. He watched setups form and disappear. He felt the urge to jump in. He resisted. Sometimes price moved exactly how he expected. That hurt. But something else happened. The urge passed. And when it passed, clarity followed. The trades he skipped didn't haunt him. The ones he forced always did. That distinction became impossible to ignore. Marcus began journaling decisions instead of outcomes. Why he waited. Why he stayed out. Why he did nothing. Those entries felt better than winning trades. That confused him. Because nothing in trading culture teaches you to feel proud of an action. For the first time, Marcus wasn't exhausted after sessions. He wasn't wired. He wasn't replaying charts late at night. He was calm. That calm didn't feel like success. It felt unfamiliar. And unfamiliar territory always feels wrong before it feels right. Marcus stopped asking whether he could trade. He started asking whether he should. That single distinction filtered out more trades than any indicator ever could. He began respecting context. Volatility. Time of day. Momentum. If conditions weren't right, he stepped aside. Marcus also changed how he measured progress. He stopped obsessing over daily profit and loss. Instead, he tracked decision quality. Did I wait for confirmation? Did I respect risk? Did I avoid marginal setups? Some days the answers were no. Those days hurt more than losing money. Because they exposed lapses in discipline. But something unexpected happened. The days he executed well, even when he lost, didn't bother him. The days he executed poorly, even when he won, felt wrong. That emotional inversion told him he was finally aligned with the right metrics. Over time, trading stopped consuming him. Outside market hours, his mind was quiet. He wasn't replaying charts. He wasn't planning revenge. He wasn't fantasizing about big wins. Trading became contained. And containment is critical. Because when trading bleeds into identity, losses feel existential. Marcus no longer felt like a trader trying to prove something. He felt like a professional executing a task. Losses stopped feeling personal. Wins stopped feeling validating. They became information. Feedback. Nothing more. That neutrality didn't make trading boring. It made it sustainable. Marcus began to notice something about other traders. The loudest ones were usually the least consistent. The calmest ones rarely spoke. That observation reinforced his path. He stopped seeking external validation. Stopped comparing results. Stopped asking how fast others were progressing. Comparison only reintroduces urgency. Urgency only leads back to mistakes. Marcus chose isolation. Not loneliness. Isolation from noise. That decision protected his psychology more than any risk rule ever could. There was a drawdown that tested everything he learned. A series of small losses. Nothing dramatic. But enough to shake confidence. In the past, this would have triggered overtrading. Now, it triggered reflection. Marcus reduced size. Then frequency. Then he stopped trading entirely for a few sessions. That decision felt terrifying. But it was right. When he returned, clarity followed. The setups were cleaner. His execution was sharper. And when the next win came, it felt earned. Not relieving. Earned. That distinction matters. Relief comes from escaping pain. Earning comes from alignment. Marcus finally understood something fundamental. Profitability isn't about finding certainty. It's about managing uncertainty without self-destruction. Most traders never reach this stage. Not because it's complex. Because it's uncomfortable. It forces you to confront why you trade. What you're avoiding. What you're compensating for. Marcus faced those questions. And that's why his trading changed. Before you go, leave a comment and answer this honestly. What is harder for you, waiting, or not forcing a trade? Read the comments. You'll realize you're not alone. If this helped you, subscribe. More old trading truths are coming.